All right, so Abraham, Axe, if you will. I don't know why I called you that. No one calls you that.
Everyone calls me that.
No one. Anyways. All right, so today we're gonna have you react to a video called "The Business Behind MrBeast." I know I told you a little bit about MrBeast, but you don't really know too much about him, I'd assume.
Not a whole lot, but I've been learning a little bit more over the last few weeks, and seems to be a pretty impressive guy. I haven't watched any of his videos, but I did see that somebody offered him $1 billion for his YouTube channel, and he turned it down.
Yeah.
That was pretty much in big news in the last couple weeks.
So to give you like a little backstory just for this video, he's been doing YouTube since he was like 11, 12, 13 years old, like really young, and did it like consistently.
How old is he now?
He's like 23. He's
Half
been
his
doing
life.
it for like over 10 years.
Right.
Basically, he not only now has one YouTube channel, but he has like a dozen YouTube channels that are all based upon his brand, like gaming or like reactions, and then his main channels, and then he has like channels in different languages, but he's branched out to like a whole bunch of different businesses. So like he's in the restaurant industry, he's in the snack industry, like his stuff is held at Walmart's, and he's done a lot of huge shit. I think he's more of a businessman now than a YouTuber. He's just he's a really intelligent person, and I think it's cool to see like how he does his stuff. This video, Graham Stephan's kind of walking through his huge ass facility and kind of talking to him about how he got to where he's at.
Where does he live?
He lives in North Carolina.
Oh,
so
really?
like he bought like 130,000 square foot warehouse, and that's where all of his videos are shot, and that's actually where he lives. You'll see in the video.
Oh, damn. Okay, cool.
So
probably when I started making around $20,000-$30,000 a month is when it kind of clicked in my head. I was just like, wait a minute. If I just had a helper, I could do this 2 times faster. I could upload twice as much. And so then I just brought on a guy to help me move boxes and just help with the simple stuff. And I was like, oh, well, now let me go hire an editor. And then I just basically hired someone every month for the last like 6 years.
he mentioned how he hired one person, and then he was like, oh shit, I'm way more productive this way. 2 people, 3 people. How like true to that, based off your experience in business? Like, is that what you pretty much do as well?
Any successful person does that. There's no way you can get much done by yourself. There's only such a little amount of stuff you can do. If he didn't have anyone helping him, he could only do one thing. But now, like you said, he could do dozens of things or more because he has all his help and dozens of people helping him. So now, obviously, you know, he could do a lot bigger, better things.
I think like a lot of people see huge ass companies, you're like, how do you get to that level, right? Like Goldmax, for example, it's like, how do you have that many locations? How do you have that many employees? Well, like when he put it in those terms, it's super simple.
It's
like
the same thing as him. He didn't get to millions of dollars overnight. He got to it progressively, and progressively is easy to build it to a big scale, but like to do it all at one time, it's very hard.
Yeah.
If I'm not creating, then I don't feel fulfilled. I don't feel like I'm progressing. Then I feel like I'm wasting my time. The problem I'm having right now is I struggle to wind down at night because I just work, and I'll lay in bed and I'll think of ideas, and I'll think of just like, you know, what we could have done better, how we could have edited a video better, or finances or whatever.
When I was doing a video with Tommy G, he asked me the same question. He's like, don't you want to go on vacation and spend a week over here, 2 weeks here? And I answered him the same way. I'm like, if I'm gone too long, I go crazy. Like, I enjoy, you know, doing what I do. Like when I'm gone, you think of it as vacation. I think of it as like, I'm not doing what I really enjoy doing. So it's hard.
I've actually like almost heard you say that verbatim, and like you don't know MrBeast, so I know you've never heard
It's the first time I heard this.
But like you've literally been like, if I'm not progressing, I feel like I'm just like wasting my time. And it's cool because, you know, I feel like a trend that a lot of people see when you study like high level people, regardless of what they do, is like this obsession characteristic. And it seems like you and him have that in common. Like you just love what you do and you just constantly want to do it.
Yeah, so it's like, it's working, but it's not really working, you know?
Yeah.
Here, my bed, my work computer, a little bench press to get exercise in, a toilet and a shower, and that's my closet.
He lives in his warehouse. That is his kitchen. That is his workout. That is his gym. That is, I mean, he has unlimited resources, and that's what he chooses to do.
But this is what he enjoys. That's what's cool. Everybody's a little bit weird in a different way, right? And this is what he enjoys, and because this is what he enjoys, and this is what he's passionate about, this is what he like lives and sleeps and dreams about, and wants to, you know, wakes up in the morning to keep going. It makes sense. For him, it works.
So you think if there was like a business that you had to do that was like a location-based business when you were 23 years old and you were making that much money, would you do the same thing?
Probably when I was younger, 23. I mean, it'd be pretty damn cool to have a business that could make this much money, that is so much fun, that, yeah, I mean, you'd want to be around it a lot more because, you know, it's pretty new. I mean, he's 23.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy. When I was that young, if I had something that could make, I mean, I can't imagine making that much, but like even making a percentage of what he was making. I remember buying some of my first like really cool like properties or businesses. I was like, man, this is pretty cool. I wanted to just hang around there for like a week, like straight, just be there all the time. So yeah, I could definitely see it.
How many hours would you say it takes to edit the average video?
So our 100 million subscriber special, I think we were just doing the math. I think it was like collectively like 1,700 hours across all the editors. The thing is, like, I'm not the easiest to work with in that regard. Like I really want to make the video as good as possible, and so we'll just be like, well, what if we try this? And so we'll have to like basically re-edit the video to see if this other way produces a better story and if it flows better. And it's a lot of testing. So we usually edit a video like, you know, 5 or 7 times.
So there's been videos that MrBeast has fully made that cost him over $1 million that he'll just throw away. And he'll be like, I don't like the way it turned out. I don't want to post that. It doesn't look good for my brand. And he's super proud of the fact. And I think he's like, I want to make the best YouTube videos, and that's my brand. And so when I get to tell people that I throw away $1 million video because I don't think it's good enough, I think it almost helps his brand even more, because he's like, that's how dedicated I am to this shit.
Yeah, you people that watch it are be like, well, shit, if he threw away that video, then I mean, his other videos must be just unbelievable.
Exactly, yeah.
Apparently, if you make a pee joke, it will drop your retention by around 5%.
No pee jokes, that's just a no-go. No matter how funny it is. I mean, I think it's funny, but doesn't matter. It's just a no-go. Like, you can't do that. It's just, no.
So that's another thing about MrBeast is he always talks about this YouTube algorithm, and he thinks about it super analytically. Like, you just heard him say that, and it sounded like a joke, but it's true. He's like, I've used the word pee, and because I have such a big sample size of all my videos, my retention goes down 5%, so I never include that word in any of my videos ever again.
You meaning like peeing in the toilet?
Yeah, like, yeah. So like, he's like, I will never like say that word in any of my videos. So he's super analytical. Like, he has a list of all this shit that he'll never do, or he always does.
Well, he just said it in this video.
Well, yeah, but it's not his video. It's somebody else's video. It's Graham Stephan's video.
Oh.
Yeah, it's someone making a video about him.
When we uploaded the Island video, we were doing 5 million an hour. So here's
Look at all the channels.
here's the other channels. Pick any channel you want.
$63,000 a month.
Literally, all I want to do is make the best videos possible.
Yeah.
That's why I live in the studio right over there. So I don't, like, I'm not worried about paying for a mansion. I don't drive a Lamborghini. I purposely have a really like dumbed down lifestyle. So because it gives you freedom. Like, you know, most people can't reinvest in a business because when they get to this level, they're worried about their $10 million mansion. They're like 4 or 5 cars and insurance and keeping up with that. And then like their second home and all these other things. I just cut it all out. I have no like personal debt or like things, you know, that I have to pay for. So I can just go all in on the business because it's like, it doesn't even matter, you know what I mean?
I don't agree with him on that. He's saying that I don't want to have all this stuff because that's just more things that people have to worry about, paying for all these expensive homes and cars and stuff. If you are wealthy enough to where you're able to afford these cars and these homes, I don't understand why they would worry. He's at a point where he could buy all these different things and not worry about it, just like most people that buy these things. Like anything that I buy, I never have to worry about because I know I could afford it, you know, 10 times over.
How do you plan to expand the business?
Ooh, that's where it gets fun. I think for starters, you know, I just want to keep making the best videos possible. I have to reiterate, I'm going to sound like a broken record, but everything I do stems from that. Because if I stop making the best videos, people stop watching, and then Feastables is irrelevant, Beast Burger is irrelevant, all the companies are just literally irrelevant. So that, and then stemming off.
Do you agree with him that he makes the best videos?
Yeah. Honestly, I think it's like him by like a big margin.
No one's even close.
I don't think no one's even close. The reason why I say that is like, there's this thing called clickbait, right? Which is how clickable a video is.
Right.
And you know, you title the video the most clickable thing. Well, his clickbait will be like, I gave away $1 million. And usually when someone makes a title like that, there's contingencies. They're like, I gave away $1 million, but after tax and after this, he's like, I gave away a Ferrari. I paid for all the implications. I did every single thing to where that title is 100% true.
Right.
And everyone that follows him knows that. So it's like, if he says that he gave someone $5,000 for nothing, he really did do it.
To be a good business owner, don't you have to know like where every penny in your company goes or something like that?
You would think, but you know what? If you hire someone else to do that for you, then
it's like,
you know?
yeah. I just want to focus on making great videos. So like, I'm not as like involved. Oh, this is pretty cool. Just a laser-like focus and obsession. This is just kind of what I aim to like implement in our videos because it's just beautiful to see.
We've both seen like together a lot of random content creators, and a lot of the times I'm like left at like asking myself like, why this person in specific? Like, why do they have this many followers? Why are they in their position? Not because they don't like work hard at it, but because like I don't see anything that's like particularly special within the person. In my opinion, I look at MrBeast and I'm like, there's no way that this was like by accident or by luck. Like, I'm sure luck played some role in it, but like after I hear how like analytical and intelligent he seems to be, I personally think that like it makes sense that he's in the position that he's in. And so when you see someone like him, what do you think?
So, I mean, obviously he's taking this to a new level and he's doing it better than most people. I would be willing to bet that there are plenty other people like him that have tried to do exactly what he's done and has the same passion and same everything that he has, but for whatever reason they didn't take off. This guy's obviously unbelievable, but there's definitely a lot of luck to it and he should definitely be at an incredible level, but like it's uncomprehendable the level that he's at. So I mean, to say that, yeah, he should be at hundreds of millions millions of whatever, you know, at this point, I can't even say, yeah, I think he should be, because that's just like uncomprehendable. No one's even close.
Would you say that like you're impressed? I mean, he's only 23 years old, and like the stuff that he's talking about, not even just the numbers. I'd say like just like the content in which he's speaking with and the maturities which he's speaking with. Like, how do you feel about that?
Yeah, I mean, I'm super impressed. I mean, the guy is 20. I mean, how could anyone not be? Like, whether you like the guy or not, how can you not be impressed? I mean, what he's done is unbelievable, obviously. And, you know, when he talks about his work ethic and what he's trying to do and all these other things, I'm definitely gonna, you know, follow him and start watching more of his stuff now, because, you know, I'm hoping to watch it, get ideas of different things I could do, you know, whether it's videos or whether it's something that nothing to do with videos, but just in general, other businesses. So if you like this video and you like me reacting and talking with Nitin and going through everything about MrBeast, and you want to see other videos that are similar, hit the like button, subscribe, and comment on other videos you want to see me make.